good afternoon. Thank you for joining us to help celebrate Tourism Week. This is the 12th time that we've had this little celebration, and we're really glad that you made time out of your busy lives to be here with us. For those of you who may not know me, my name is Kim Manning. I'm the manager of the Cedar Falls Tourism and Visitors Bureau. And this is Aaron Buzza. He's the executive director of the Waterloo Convention and Visitors Bureau. And like I said, we've been doing this for quite some time. So we just are really glad that you guys came out to see the the Island Park Beach House. I think this is like one of the first official events to be here. So we're excited to show off this facility as well. In addition to announcing the awards, we're also pleased, as I said, to open up the beach house. That this site has been had a facility since 1920. And for those of you who are not aware, we had a terrible flood in 2008, wiped out the building, and thanks to the work of some very creative and dedicated volunteers and city staff members, we've rebuilt the facility, and we're really pleased to be able to be here. And we think it will probably claim its place as a top place to gather and be by the river. And you'll have lots of opportunities this week, because tomorrow night you can come back for the business after hours that the chamber is hosting. And then on Saturday they're having a grand opening celebration.
I want to extend greetings to everybody as well. It seems almost like a family reunion. It is that time of year. It's a good place to gather for a family reunion. So welcome everybody, and thank you for joining us. We're going to be honoring outstanding experiences that one can enjoy here in the Cedar Valley, but we're also celebrating Tourism Week. And if you've been here before to any of the 11 previous Tourism Awards celebrations, we're going to share some facts and figures with you about the impact of tourism. Don't worry, while stats can be dry at times, these numbers I'm going to consider sexy. They're what makes everything else we do tangible. All of us in the tourism industry bring fun and vitality to our community. We help visitors make memories in our beautiful and vibrant communities. But down in Des Moines, they can't do anything with memories. So we need to provide them facts and figures. Because of all those wonderful things that we offer, we make this a great place to visit and live, and we help attract businesses and workforce that help continue the prosperity of our area. By bringing visitors to the Waterloo and Cedar Falls area, we're essentially importing taxpayers. And that may sound a little crass, but understand that those folks are coming in, paying money to be here, and then leaving, and we get to utilize the tax money for roads and schools and all of the things that we enjoy as citizens. Those temporary taxpayers also contribute to the bottom line, your bottom line, and to the bottom line of many businesses here in our area. And here's the proof of that contribution. In Iowa, in all of Iowa, tourism generates more than $8 billion in expenditures. It employs 66,500 people and generates $375 million in state taxes. Guys, you're welcome. And here in Blackhawk County, tourism generated $351 million in expenditures and employed 2,800 people. The last survey of that was in 2014. So yes, those numbers, I hope you would agree, are sexy. And those numbers put a true value on the great work that you do every day. So thank you.
That's right. Thank you for all you guys do to contribute to that. And while those numbers are very impressive, in addition, although it's more difficult to measure, it's the impact that we make on quality of life. Every time that we extend the invitation to visitors to come to the community, it helps to create memories and offer opportunities for people to connect, to do business, and to compete in sporting events, and even to rest and relax. Our work contributes to the outstanding quality of life that we all enjoy here, and also it assists with business and workforce development efforts. This is why we celebrate National Tourism Week. We're a successful and vibrant community, and much of our identity is bound to the authentic Midwestern hospitality.
And it seems fitting, it worked out perfectly because it's something we've been discussing for a while, but in honor of of having Mr. Welchland here. We've added a new award category this year, and hopefully many of you submitted information because we got some really, really good information about this one. We want to celebrate customer service and start out with that recognition. With this being a new category, we weren't exactly sure what to expect, but we were surprised and humbled by what we were able to glean from the nominations that were shared. The good deeds of 97 individuals and organizations were shared with us, and to read through them was heartwarming. Is probably the most appropriate word I can come up with because I don't know another word for it, but it was really awesome. It was inspiring and very cool to see people here in this room named by name for good service, and organizations, businesses in this room recognized for great service by your customers. Based on all of the information that was shared, we feel very good about the kind of service our visitors receive when they're here in the Cedar Valley, so thank you. The experience that rose to the top for this inaugural honor is one that was provided by a group of 8 Vietnam veterans who served on the 365 and counting Islands in the Vietnam War exhibit at the Grout Museum of History and Science. The exhibit provides an overview of the war and features Iowa's participation in it through photos, letters, memorabilia, media, interviews, and artifacts. These 8 area veterans shared their stories and assisted with content development. Many also provided through their eyes tours, and the interaction between these veterans and the Grout Museum visitors was extremely powerful as they helped ease the pain, anxiety, and anguish of revisiting such a dark time for many, and helped bring a new understanding of the war to others. Congratulations and thank you to the exhibit committee.
Congratulations. You want to say a few words?
Congratulations.
Yeah. Feel free.
I wasn't really planning on speaking, but I'm a proud Vietnam veteran, and I was asked to be on a committee at the Grout Museum, and Rick is one of them, so we got some veterans together and worked on the exhibit. I'm also proud to say that my daughter and I were the ones that we found out that they're building an education center in Washington, D.C. And we was visiting the Traveling Wall, and we found out that they needed photos of the fallen for the $58,000 that they wanted to put in the education center. So when we found this out, my daughter said that if I hadn't made it home, she wouldn't have been born, and she wanted to take on the project to find photos of all the fallen soldiers for the state of Iowa. So it was April of last year, we found the last photos, so we have photos of all 866 fallen soldiers for the Vietnam War. But it was an honor to be on the committee. Chris Shackelforth is here, and Robin Venter was the exhibitors. It was a lot of fun. It took us a year and a half to work on the exhibit, but it was a healing process for me, and I'm sure it was for other Vietnam veterans.
Thank you. Thank you for all you did throughout that whole project and more. Well, Aaron's right. It was very humbling to read through all of the comments that were made. And like he said, we feel very proud to be in the company of these great examples of customer service. Making selections for these awards is always difficult, and we're very pleased to say that 850 people submitted their viewpoints and input, and that really just broadens the base of input for the criteria for making these selections, and it also validates the honorees. Let's move on to the Restaurant of the Year award. This is a fairly new one for us. We've only awarded this one 3 times. Previous recipients were the Texas Roadhouse, the Brown Bottle of Waterloo, and Newton's Paradise Cafe. This year's honoree was noted for its atmosphere, its service, and multiple whiskeys to enjoy. This restaurant is more than just a place to go and eat. It's a culinary destination, and it's often the place where folks go to entertain their visitors and show off the Cedar Valley. Our 2015 Restaurant of the Year is Whiskey Road.
On behalf of Whiskey Road, I would just like to say thank you to everybody in the community for coming out and supporting us, and we couldn't do it without you and our staff. Without our staff, we wouldn't be here either, so thank you, and thanks to the community.
Next up is our lodging establishment of the year. As you can imagine, this is a very fiercely competitive category, and recent honorees have included the Comfort Inn and Suites of Waterloo, the Hampton Inn, and the Hilton Garden Inn of Cedar Falls, and the Black Hawk Hotel, and many others. The establishment we'll honor today is new to the area and delivers the quality and consistency you would expect at a value that guests appreciate. Meeting rooms boast a state-of-the-art AV system and were designed for a perfect gathering in mind. Decor throughout the building is comfortable yet versatile and welcomes guests with an exquisite splash of colors and lots of unexpected extra touches. Please help us honor the Fairfield Inn and Suites as the lodging establishment of the year.
Thank you, sir. Well, I want to thank everybody. I've been working for Open Door Hospitality for 6 years, and I think this is the first time we received the award, so that's quite the honor. I know that one of our partners in the past had received it at our Days Inn and Suites prior to me starting here, but this is quite the honor. Our Fairfield Inn and Suites has been open for just about a year as of the 30th, and so we're celebrating our 1-year anniversary. The response from our guests into the community has been wonderful. The hotel has taken off like wildfire. I got to thank Holly. She's our general manager here, and I'm sure she'll say a few things for you, but between her and the staff and the ownership, Atul and Reena Patel, that own Open Door Hospitality, and all of our other hotels throughout the area, including the American, our new Best Western Plus in Cedar Falls, which was previously the Wingate. They do a bang-up job of making these places the way that they should be for our guests to come to our community and represent our community the way that we had all hoped that they should. So I want to thank everybody, including the tourism bureaus and everybody here, and our staff and everybody that voted for our hotel, because we really worked hard at it this year to make sure we tried to get this award. So I'll turn it over to Holly, and I want to thank y'all again.
I just want to say thank you to the community, and especially my staff. Without our staff, we wouldn't be able to win this award. So thank you so much.
Okay, our next category will be the Business or Organization of the Year. This is an interesting category because sometimes our recipients, they always contribute to the vitality of the travel industry, but they may not always see themselves as a tourism entity, at least for their primary focus. In the past, recently we've honored the Cedar Valley Arboretum, the Waterloo Community Schools, and Scratch Cupcakery. This year's nominee was described as one that draws a huge crowd and brings buzz to the community like nothing else. This organization recently closed a historic and memorial memorable postseason run and sold the most season tickets since the McLeod Center opened in 2006. Season highlights included home wins over #1 team in the country, North Carolina, and MVC rival Wichita States. Who else could I be talking about? We're talking about the UNI men's basketball team, 2015 Organization of the Year.
Good afternoon. I'm Derek Netton, Director of Operations for UNI Basketball. Just wanted to say thanks to everyone in the community for your support. We love playing at home. Like she said, we probably don't go to Carolina and win, but when they get to come to our place, we usually take care of business. So we want more of those teams to come, and that gets harder and harder. But to touch on his hierarchy, so there's the head coach, an assistant coach, another assistant, and then it's myself. Instead of drawing straws on who had to come here, they said, 1, 2, okay, number 5, lowest on the hierarchy, you're going. So that's how I got here. No, I'm just kidding. Coach Jake wanted to be here. He's headed to St. Louis for head coaches meetings. And he just said, hey, make sure they know that we're really appreciative of everything. So thanks again. And I brought one of our stars with us. He came up from a workout with Paul, and I told him, I still do control your diploma, so you're coming with me.
Thanks, Coach. Thanks, Wes. Next up is the 2015 Cedar Valley Attraction of the Year. Previous recipients of this award have included Cedar Falls Community Main Street, the Cedar Valley Trails, and the Gallagher Bluedorn Performing Arts Center. And in reviewing this year's nominations and comments for the honorees, references were made to great customer service that visitors receive, and to the variety of family-friendly offerings and the beauty of the place. And, as importantly as anything this year in the nomination, the outstanding military appreciation event that takes place each year. Our 2015 Attraction of the Year is a place where families can connect with nature and one another. This place is Hicks Place. Please join me in welcoming Jenny Stevenson up to the podium.
Wow. You know, to have a dream is one thing, and then to turn it into your life is another, but it's not possible without the support of family, friends, and most importantly, your community. And that's what we've done. Out at Hicks Place, we found a unique way to live off the land, and we camouflage with connecting with fun, with all of our different activities that we do out there and the events that we hold. And the Military Family Appreciation Day is so important to us because I'm a daughter of a Vietnam veteran, and thank you will never be enough, but it should always be shown as well as said. And so we do that every year, and that event alone brings in people all over the country just to help me put it on. I mean, it's just phenomenal, and everyone's sharing our news and engaging with that. We've been able to go from opening our doors and saying, hey, this is who we are and what we're trying to do, with people knowing who we are and calling from all over the state and other states throughout the country saying, hey, I never thought I wanted to come to Iowa before, but we have to stop at Hicks Place. So, I mean, it's just phenomenal. This is my husband, Troy Stevenson, otherwise known as Hick. So Hick is not a mascot, he's real. Everyone enjoys it when he's home. He brings a lot of laughter to everyone with our kids clubs, corporate outings, family events, weddings. It is just so unique, and it draws everyone to our community, and when they come visit us, I send them into town. So thank you for this award. It's just surreal for us to have that dream and turn it into our life, and we can't thank all of you enough for helping, being part of that dream and sharing our news. Thank you.
Congratulations, and happy anniversary, too. This is their anniversary for Hicks Place and your wedding, right?
Yes, we did. We got married at 10 in the morning, and we were to work by 1, and
A day to remember.
Before we get married in, so.
Okay, let's move on to the event of the year. This category honors a hallmark event or festival that took place in 2015 and created significant economic impact, added substantial out-of-town visitors, generated positive media attention, and/or positively promoted the Cedar Valley as a visitor destination. Our 2015 honoree did all of this. This event saw 20,163 guests roll into town along 27th Street on to the UNI campus, in addition to thousands of support crews and media. 438 official volunteers provided hospitality and logistics, although the entire town served in that capacity as well. 5,000 community members and 12,500 guests enjoyed the bands, and 32 volunteer chairs chaired committees. 15 Ride Right volunteers rode 75 miles of our territory twice to mark hazards and for repair and make sure it was a safe route. In addition to all the fun, we now have permanent electrical service in the UNI Dome fields for future events. This event, of course, is the visit of RAGBRAI. Mary Taylor and Steve Kerrigan were co-chairs for the event. You want to come accept the award?
For once.
It's a battle of who talks. Thank you to everyone. I mean, this has been a theme. Everyone has said thank you to the community, and really, RAGBRAI is not something you can do with a committee of 35 chairs. It really does take everybody in town to pull that off. And so this award, really is for both Waterloo and Cedar Falls in hosting that great event last year. Thank you.
I'll just echo what Mary said. When we announced and we realized we actually had gotten the ride last year, one of the first things we said is that the value of or the quality of a RAGBRAI stop is directly related to the quality of the community they're visiting. And I know personally, because I saw it again and again, area businesses, individuals, the campus, the community, everybody came together to support this. And that kind of group effort is what made it a great stop. So on behalf of Mary and I, thank you so, so much.
This is a difficult process. I know for everybody. Somebody asks, who's your favorite kid? The politically correct answer is, I don't have one. It's Debria, isn't it?
Some days.
But picking out of so many great events, attractions, hotels, businesses, thank you for weighing in. Thank you for giving us your opinions, and thank you to everybody who was nominated for everything that you do to make this a great place. We have 2 final awards to announce this evening, and as many of you know, each of our bureaus take an opportunity to honor a friend of tourism every year. This year, the Waterloo Convention and Visitors Bureau has chosen to recognize a family and a business that's been part of our community for 3 generations. In the past several years, we've had the opportunity to work directly with the business, promoting agricultural tourism and showcasing one of the finest examples of farming anywhere in the country. The Hollis family established Lane Haven Farms in 1947 as a dairy and crop operation. Today, Lane Haven Farms provides an opportunity to see and experience an Iowa family farm up close. They're guided by 5 core values, including, this is my favorite, customer wow. Every time a group visits Lane Haven Farms, and I've seen this personally, that wow is reflected on the faces and in the jaw drops of farmers who are visiting from all over the world. We're grateful to Lane Haven Farms and Blake and Sally Hollis and their family for the relationship we have with them. It's an honor and pleasure to work with them in showcasing their progressive family-owned farm to visitors from around the world, and we're pleased to recognize them today as our friend of tourism.
Thank you very much. I'm honored to accept this award today. It's a busy day for us. It's been rainy. We had an inch of rain over last week, and so today is the first day that we're back in the field. So I'm happy to accept this on behalf of the farm. And it has been a ton of fun to work with Aaron and host tour groups from around the world on our farm. I think You mentioned a kit that you grew up on a farm. And by the way, I'm unable to make tomorrow morning, but I would love a copy of the materials on the customer service, because customer wow is, you're right, one of our core values. But there's still over 87,000 farm operations in the state of Iowa. So while there's still a lot of farmers, there are fewer and fewer people who are directly connected to the land. And so at Lane Haven Farms, we feel like we're honored to be able to help share the story of what production agriculture looks like today, as we try to invest in new technologies and processes and improve the way that we farm. So I'll give a little plug for our Facebook page. If you want to go to Lane Haven Farms, we are doing a daily blog this planting season, and we have Planting Pete. He's kind of our elf on the shelf who's showing up in different spots on the farm each day and is helping trying to educate the public about the processes that we're using and what goes on during planting season. So thank you very much, and we thank you for everything that you guys do to help make this a great place for us to run our business and live and play. So thank you.
Congratulations. As Aaron stated, this is an opportunity we take very seriously. It allows us to express appreciation for a committee or an individual who's provided extraordinary support. And believe me, we have lots of choices. This year, our committee unanimously chose to honor an individual who has served the city of Cedar Falls for over 30 years. This individual has always offered unwavering support to our work, helping us become a successful and well-respected destination marketing organization. We felt this is the perfect time to honor him since he's retired from serving as our mayor. Help me thank John Cruz by your applause as he comes to accept his award.
To hold this for me while you talk. Okay. So Kim assured me we'd be out here by 5 o'clock. It's already 10 after 5, so the pressure is on me to talk a negative 8 minutes. I'm not sure I can do that. But and there is an ice house right across the river.
There is.
And I want to congratulate obviously the boathouse and the group that worked with the city on this. And as you said, they're having a grand opening Saturday. So it's a great facility. Another thing to add to our already great lineup of things to do downtown and all the great Historic Society and all the very great events we have in Cedar Falls. So thanks for all of you do. And you said I'm retired. I was thinking about, I'm getting a cost estimate for some toll. I got a third of a bridge and about 2 miles of bike lane. So I'm thinking about some toll booths I could set up to go on. Make a few extra dollars, but not really so. Thank you for all you do for the behalf of the city of Cedar Falls.
What an outstanding group of honorees. Please join me in giving them one more round of applause. Now, as was noted, it was promised that we'd be done very quickly. So I'll just wrap it up quickly by saying thank you all for attending our event. And thank you for sharing your input and helping us make the selections. And again, thank you for all you do to make this a great place to visit, to live, to work, and to play. Join us tomorrow morning for Kit's customer service presentation, and have a great rest of your evening. Thank you.